Thank you very much for 1905. I wonder how many people we have. If you are logged on right now, checking this out, drop me a line. Let me know you are here. We love interacting with our audiences, especially given the fact that there is no actual audience anymore. So again, I appreciate seeing whatever remarks you guys feel like dropping in the chat. That said, put your hands together for Mr. Gross Garlow on the bass, the great Greg Goebel on the piano, and yours truly, my name's Christopher Brown. Excuse me. We're here tonight until 8 o'clock every single week. I believe every Monday and Wednesday, 1905 is hosting live streamed performances here. So be sure to tune in to whatever they have going on, and they're always being streamed through Left Door Streaming. So if you're not familiar with who they are, check them out. Click the like button as well as share if you can, because obviously it's free, so it costs you nothing to go ahead and share this link that you're seeing right now, along with all your friends and family, and also for other shows that happen here as well. Feel free to do the same thing, or I would encourage you to do the same thing. So with that said, the first song I got through playing for you is entitled Gigi, a song that I wrote for my pianist, Greg Goebel. This next one I'm going to play for you is entitled Simone.
right, sounded good. You are listening to Christopher Brown Trio live from the 1905. Looks like we've got a request for the bass player to be named, which is Ross Garlow, and the piano player to be named, which is Greg Goebel. Some fantastic music played by some fantastic people this evening. We appreciate you tuning in. If you can, please donate any amount to these gentlemen in one of the 3 available tip jars on the screen. If you donate more than $20 tonight, you will be automatically entered into a raffle to win a potential $100 gift card for this 1905's Pizza Kitchen. It is very fantastic, and they are serving food every day out on the patio. So yeah, drop some money in and show your appreciation. And with that, I will hand it back over to Chris.
Sing the first bar to me on this one.
We're not getting the chat up here, by the way.
Yeah, I don't think our chat feed.
I see it on Facebook and my phone, but it's not happening up here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's count it. 4, 1, 2. Thank you very much. Let's see what we got here in the chat. I like your avatar. Julian Steve text, okay. What's his tune? I recognize. So, Monkey Man, that was this last one we just got through playing was entitled The Roots by Portland's very own Farnell Newton, which he first recorded on his record Back to Earth, which actually both Greg and I are both on that record. I think Farnell recorded that about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and slow things down a little bit with an old jazz classic entitled Moanin'.
right, you are listening to the Christopher Brown Trio live from the 1905. We appreciate you tuning in. Please donate when and where you can. We are brought to you by your donations, and we are here for your listening pleasure. So thank you again for tuning it in. Wanted to hit a couple important comments. Looks like Elsa Goebel says, Julie and Steve texted to say, hi, Greg.
What else we got in there?
Also, Christopher or Greg, arrangement of Timmons Monin. Is
Yep.
that who did that one?
Yeah, I actually arranged that, but anything Greg puts his fingers on, it just immediately becomes Greg's arrangement. That's pretty much how that works. Yeah, right. Oh man, good stuff. So before we move on with this this next song, I want to bring up a pretty cool announcement, which is that I've been working with some folks to get started to start up a nonprofit entitled Upper Structure. We're in the nascent stages right now of really getting the ball rolling, but throughout. Okay, let me kind of walk you up it real quick. So 2020 kind of collectively put the world in timeout, right? It made us all sort of rethink a lot of things. And how's the saying go? I think it's something like necessity is the mother of all invention, or the mother of all innovation. And so one of the things we got to thinking about is how can we find a better way, a more sustainable way moving forward to support both artists as well as the venues that support artists as well. So without giving too much of it away in regards to what will be coming down the pike, just keep your eyes and ears peeled for the name Upper Structure, and as we start to really make some headway, feel free to. Actually, you know what? Let me back up. So we're going to start by using the 1905 as our pilot program, and then if things go really well with our plan, then the aim is to be able to take the model that we're going to use and be able to apply it to literally any venue anywhere in the country, perhaps maybe even anywhere in the world, to create a different business model that sustainably supports both businesses and artists. So I just want to kind of drop that little seed in your ear real quick. So with that said, this next song I'm going to play is entitled Elu's Crown, and I'll explain a little bit more about that after we get done playing this song. Who we got out there right now? S.J. Ra. Who is S.J. Ra? I'm not sure who you are, but we definitely appreciate you tuning in. Oh, the mix is good, fantastic. Well, of course. I mean, what can you expect from Left Door Streaming, or you shouldn't expect anything less than the best from Left Door Streaming. So anyway, that last song was entitled "Elu's Crown." There's a fantastic pianist that lives in New York City named Eric Lewis, who I've been a huge fan of for a number of years. And so the Elu part obviously stands for that, or is a nod to him. But the crown part is a little less obvious. So Esperanza Spalding, who I would hope that we would all know, is from born and raised right here in Portland, Oregon. And she's got a song on her Radio Music Society record entitled "Crowned and Kissed." And so I tried to meld a little bit of the melody from the song that she created with some music off of one of Eric Lewis's records called To the Republic, I think it's what that record is called. So I try to do my best to try to obscure that those two songs as much as possible, so that way I don't have to pay royalties, right? So anyway, this next song I'm going to play for you is entitled "Speak No Evil," an old jazz classic, but done with the new school twist. And this is done by our very own Greg Goebel. So I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, once again, you are listening to Christopher Brown and his trio live from the 1905. We do appreciate the 1905 for giving us the opportunity and the venue to share with you this music. We are keeping it going any way we can, and the 1905 has so graciously offered us the venue and the spot to keep doing so. And with that, any of your donations tonight are going to go directly to the musicians and the team here putting this music out. We do appreciate you tuning in. Please drop a couple dollars into the tip jars on the screen. And if you have more than a couple dollars, specifically 20 or more, you drop that in, you're going to be automatically entered into a raffle to win a potential $100 gift card for the 1905. And you can pull up whenever you want to and get some pizza yourself. And maybe you will have the chance to hear some jazz music splashed out onto the patio, played by someone like Christopher Brown.
Thank you very much. And again, I appreciate everyone who's tuned in, and especially those who have dropped a little line in the chat. We love being able to interact, or at least approximate the feeling that there's an audience in front of us. So we certainly appreciate when you guys drop a little remark in the chat. So this next I'm going to play for you is a song that I wrote a little while ago. It's entitled Paying Homage. And paying homage, as you could imagine, meaning paying homage to all the great musicians that have inspired me over the years. Greg happens to be one of those musicians that inspires the hell out of me every single week. But I'm very thankful to have Greg in my life, as well as so many other fantastic musicians, such as my father, such as the Marsalis brothers, and everyone, the grandmother. But one of the people, or one of the groups that I usually don't mention that I should actually, is the culture of jazz music. So the thing that it's funny, right? So when I first got into jazz music, I didn't like it. To me, I thought that jazz music was like coffee. I thought it was something that you become an adult and somehow you're supposed to like it. That's just kind of how it naturally happens, right? Without much force or coercion. And so what got me into jazz music was it was me leveraging jazz music to deepen my relationship with my father. So for those of you that aren't familiar with who he is, his name is Mel Brown, and he's from here in Portland, Oregon, of course. And he was a studio drummer for the Motown record label for a long time. And so I think the story I heard was that when I was about 2, back in 1979, my mom and dad split. But also that's the same time that he went on the road like exclusively with Diana Ross. So he was essentially out from, I guess, 1979 to about 1990 or 91. So a lot of people go, oh, that must have been great to have grown up in the house with this dude showing you drums. Like, he wasn't really around because he was on the road, 7 to 8 months out of the year. And so when I got into music, it was kind of one of those things that they made you do, at least back in the day anyway, when I was in middle school. And so when I realized that I had some kind of aptitude to play music, I said, maybe I could leverage this to deepen my relationship with my old man, not realizing the reason why he wasn't really around so much because the dude wasn't even in the state. But the point is when as I opened up that sort of Pandora's box to the world of musicians, I found a very fascinating, warm, and inviting culture that was comprised of both musicians as well as the audience members who were just as knowledgeable back then about jazz music as the musicians who were actually playing the music. And so Paying Homage pays homage not only to the musicians, but to the overall culture of the music that I feel raised me up from about maybe, 12 years old on, and showed me another way of being. Because when you're a kid, you just kind of pay attention to what other kids do. And so since you're going to be an adult longer than you're ever going to be a child, it kind of makes sense to have a model to get a sense as to how you can be, or I guess maybe that's a good way of saying it, of getting an idea as to what you can expect as you become an adult. And so jazz music, or the culture of jazz music, was that window for me to get a sense of what my future would be like. And I moved in that direction from that moment forward when I was 12 years old, and I haven't looked back ever since. So anyway, here is Paying Homage. Thank you. That's hilarious. All of this homage is making my glasses fog up. Making my fog up too, my man. Oh, man. So one of the things that we used to do here in 1905, we used to have a regular Wednesday hit, and one of the things that I would try to do to differentiate this band from a lot of the other groups out there, and it really actually started from a format that we were using over at Jimmy Mac's before Jimmy Mac's shut down. And when my dad was working there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, he started splitting his Wednesday night with me. So his band would do the first half of Wednesday, and then we do the second half of the Wednesday, and then we started presenting 80s reimagined music. So, think of like pop songs from 1980s, but done with like a new school twist. And so the idea is I always wanted to figure out a way of and this is really, I guess I should say, I kind of stole this quote from Herbie Hancock, where he goes, I've always been interested in figuring out how to make things do what they're not supposed to do. And I heard him say that on an interview once when he was talking about, or when he was reminiscing on the early '80s, and when he made that record Rocket, he said at that time, guys scratching on turntables was a brand new thing, and he was like, I wonder how I can make that work in a live music context. And so he obviously figured it out. And so what I decided to do when I came back from the New York City area back to Portland, I said, how can I take these pop songs that usually people don't ever play them in a jazz vein, and how do I make it in such a way that jazz musicians can go, yeah, that makes sense. I can get with that. And of course, it's still recognizable by the public at large. And so it's basically trying to keep the melody as intact as possible, and think of it like a sandwich, right? So the outer pieces of the bread are the most recognizable aspects of the song, and then I try to backfill the rest of it with the meat and lettuce and tomatoes and all that other stuff with that kind of heady New York City jazz aesthetic. And so what you're about to hear now is basically that. And so I say that to say that the reason why I have him switching over to electric now is that now this is more the funky set, because that's the way we should do things over here every Wednesday night. So the straight ahead thing, first set, second set, is when we get into more of a pocket kind of thing. So anyway, with that said, this first song I'm going to play for you actually is not an 80s song, because a lot of how we were able to pull off the 80s stuff is that I have a saxophonist in the band named John Nassos, but he's not on the gig, so that greatly minimizes a lot of the songs that we could do. But there are some songs that are fantastic, that are still very funky. So this first song I'm going to play is Wayne Shorter created Beauty and the Beast. So here's Beauty and the Beast. Thank you very much. Hello, 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 hello. 1, 2. There we are. Let's see what we got in here. Let's get the bottom end covered. Your your battleship has been funked. That's going to be the new catchphrase. You've sunk my battle funk. Yeah, that's a great one-liner, right? So that last song was entitled 4 a.m. by the great Herbie Hancock. Speaking of Herbie Hancock earlier. This next song, okay, so now we're starting to move into the 80s, 70s-ish stuff. And so this next song we have for you was, I'm sorry, my eyeball skipped a line. This next song is actually a new school twist on an old school classic entitled Summertime. So I hope you guys dig it.
Once again, we would like to thank you all for tuning in to the Christopher Brown Trio live from the 1905. We are here for your listening enjoyment, and we thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, or if you want to again, you can go ahead and drop a few dollars into the digital tip jars, 3 of which are available on your screen. Just follow the links, drop the money in there. If you drop in 20, you have a chance to win a potential $100 gift card. The raffle will be held within the next coming day or so. Thank you very much for tuning it in. Thanks to the 1905, and thank you to Christopher Brown and his band for providing the excellent music you hear tonight.
Thank you very much. Put your hands together one more time for Mr. Ross Garlow on the bass, the great Greg Goebel on the piano. And I think we're going to leave you off with 1 to 2 more songs. So this next song I'm going to play for you is entitled Golden Lady by Stevie Wonder. Thank you very much. Put your hands together one more time for Mr. Ross Scarlow on the bass, the great Greg Goebel on the piano. My name's Christopher Brown. We got one more song left in us, but before we go, I want to remind you that the 1905 has live streamed music here every single Monday and Wednesday, brought to you by the fantastic Left Door Streaming. Again, I think they mentioned earlier that we are working for donations only, so this is like busking on steroids. And so we greatly appreciate whatever you guys have to offer. I believe the ground rules are what, $20 and up will get you access to being entered into a raffle to win a $100 gift certificate from the 1905. So if that sounds enticing to you, then go ahead and take that option. Let's see what else we got for you. Oh, I guess maybe the last thing I have for you is make sure you check out my website, which is www.couture.music to keep up with whatever this band has going on in the upcoming future. And also my handle on social media is Couture of Music as well, so that should be pretty easy to find. And last but not least, we're going to go ahead and close you out with the song by Spandau Ballet. This is a fantastic arrangement done by our very own Greg Goebel. This is entitled True, as the 1905 is the truest jazz club we have in the entire state of Oregon, in my opinion. So again, you guys have been a fantastic audience, and we look forward to seeing you again. Here's a little bit of True by Spandau Ballet. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, you've been listening to the great Ross Garlow on the bass, the fantastic Greg Goebel on the piano, and again, yours truly, my name's Christopher Brown. Appreciate you guys being here with us tonight. And I wonder who's playing here Wednesday. Do you know who's playing here Wednesday?
Next Wednesday?
Or next, or I'm sorry, next, yeah, next. For some reason, I felt like it was Monday. I'm so used to playing here on Mondays. Who did?
Monday's Alan Jones.
Monday is Alan Jones, I guess, and Wednesday is Damian Erskine. So please come back and check that out. I know both of those shows are going to be fantastic shows to check out. Again, $20 will get you into a raffle for you to potentially earn a $100 gift certificate to the 1905. Again, my website is coutureofmusic.com. That'll take you to all the other social media handles. And I think that's pretty much all we have for you. Again, thank you, 1905, for giving us the space to use, and we thank you guys for being here with us. So we will see you guys again next time. Take care.